Well, hey there. It's been a minute, huh? Look, I've seen you guys plenty of times on streams the past month or so. Maybe you hung out in the Discord every now and then. But man, does it feel good to finally be back doing traditional videos. Can't you hear the excitement in my voice? And to return to that stream of traditional videos, what's a better topic to talk about in comparison to something like TMNT SHREDDER'S REVENGE? We're in the ballpark of it releasing, right? I mean, it should be pretty soon, fingers crossed. So let's get hyped. They revealed a behind the scenes video a couple of weeks ago. I totally watched it when it came out, but I never covered it on the channel. But we're gonna fix that, okay? We're gonna fix that today and go all in and geek out and get hyped all over again. Goodness, I miss this. But before we get too crazy, if it's not too much to ask, could you do me a favor by going ahead and hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it? That way you don't miss a single video that I post. If you end up enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like and share it around with anyone you think may be interested. And a comment down below always goes a long way. Hey, listen up. When TMNT SHREDDER'S REVENGE drops, I'm going to be playing it. That's kind of a given. Duh. But if you want to see my journey, go ahead in advance and subscribe to me over at Geekly Games. It's a gaming channel that has absolutely no gaming videos just yet, just dumb memes based on video game stuff. But trust me, when the game drops, I will be uploading over there, and you don't want to miss out on all that goodness, so make sure you have your ticket to say I was here first by subscribing over there, commenting on some of the dumb videos that are up right now, and in return, I will give you some nice content pretty soon. Awesome. Can't wait for this game. I'm sure you can't either, but before it comes out, let's talk a little bit about this behind the scenes video, shall we? Listen here, I'm gonna give a dedicated video to this. I loosely am going to mention it here. I recently found out that some people that work on SHREDDER'S REVENGE have been watching these videos. I'm gonna say this right here since I know you might actually see it now. I love every single one of you. What the heck? Every single time you guys drop one of these behind the scenes videos, my heart like explodes. To be completely fair, I felt all the passion before you even started putting out these behind the scenes videos, but it was like, you know what? I want the world to see just how serious we are about making this a great Turtles experience. Every entry has been like a warm blanket full of passion and commitment to this awesome game and celebration. I don't know. It's word vomit. Basically what I'm saying is thank you. Please don't stop putting out these behind the scenes videos all the way up till the time the game comes out. Heck, if you want to put them out after the game comes out, I'll still be watching them. This video in particular really goes into who this game is for. Obviously it's for Turtles fans, but it very much makes a distinction between the two groups. You have the ones that are diehard dedicated TMNT fans that played all the games back in the past, and newcomers that maybe don't know what TMNT is or do know what TMNT is, but have never played a TMNT game and this will be their first. The video very much dives into the mindset that they went into when making the game, how they kept both camps in mind, and how it caters to both groups at the same time. It's not going to alienate people if they're not used to a TMNT game and its combat and how it works, and it's not going to dumb things down for people that are vets, so to speak. All the things that you loved in previous games are back. In fact, in some cases, it's actually improved, built upon, and innovated, made a lot better. And if this is your first TMNT game, well, good for you. You're coming in at a very peak-like TMNT game. I couldn't help but compare this to the Insomniac Spider-Man game. All the stuff that the team was talking about when that was coming out, how they went back to previous iterations, all the previous games, and how they went about introducing new mechanics with each new game, and how Insomniac pulled aspects from each Spider-Man game just to turn around and inject all of those aspects into their own. The same can be said here. It's like they're picking and choosing all the good and iconic things from Turtles games back in the past and just blending them all together for the best possible outcome now. They went into different modes too, like there's something that's more classic, very much reminiscent of the games of old, and a story mode for newcomers that want to play the game that way. They have a beautiful map that's very much in line with the style guide of the 87 series. I mean, look at it. 80s New York looks so beautiful here. One of the coolest things to hear about was how they put respect on the games that came before them, but also highlighting some of the things that needed to be tweaked in order for this gameplay style to work today. I completely agree with everything they said in the video. Those old games, they're classics, they hold a special place in my heart, and they're stupid fun. But back then, look, the hitboxes, all of that sort of stuff, the technicalities behind it was all very much the same between each turtle. Yeah, the animations might have differed here and there, but essentially you were doing the same thing with each one. This time they're taking that into account, making sure that each and every character feels super distinct, going so far as to add 2 new characters in the form of Splinter and April to add even that much more variety. They didn't have to do it, but I'm so glad they did. They really took into account everything. It really seems like they did. Anytime I had a question or a concern, the video squashed it right there on the spot. It was like, hey, no, don't worry, we got you. We know exactly what you want. We're going to cover you. By design, it's just built to have a good time. Does it not feel like that? Even if you're going solo, you can have a blast. Couch co-op, online co-op, is all there. Sure, maybe you're that one person that wants to fight in isolation even though you have a team. Well, cool, your fighting style is going to be super unique to the character you picked. But for the people that truly know how to have a good time and, actually play with a group of friends, you both can do attacks together. The communication's going to make for everything to run smoothly. I feel like you can actually assemble a team of friends and become the Ninja Turtles virtually. Like, you can rule the world. Okay, maybe that's a little extra, but I mean, that's gonna be my game plan. I don't know, it's just every aspect of this game seems super secure, super tight. When there's a game that's coming out and I'm really hyped for it, I always keep a close eye on every little detail, and I can spot a couple of things here and there that I'm like, I hope this looks better when it comes out. I hope they add this. Oh, I hope this is there. But I don't know, genuinely with Shredder's Revenge, every little bit that I've seen, I've felt secure. I don't think that I've had a major complaint, a major worry at all, and it's just making me that much more eager to get my hands on the game. I'm telling you, it's over. When it comes out, it is over for everyone. You know why? Because I'm going to float in the air above the entire earth, and I feel like this giant light is going to emit from my chest, and I don't know what's going to happen after that. My dreams haven't told me just yet, but once I find out, I'll let you know. Just don't be alarmed. Just realize, oh, Geekly probably got Shredder's Revenge. Time to be blinded by his fanboy beam. Apologies, my mind is all over the place. I'm trying to remember everything that they covered in this video. I've watched it a billion times, but I keep getting hyped, and all the information that came out of it just keeps getting blurred together, and I'm spilling whatever pops into my brain. Just every little detail. I'm not fully sure on what degree the story will impact the entirety of the game. I don't know if it's just going to be a loose little plot that you follow through to give a reason as to why you run into each villain. I don't know if it's going to be a full-on narrative that's a roller coaster of emotions, but you can tell whatever the case may be, they are taking into account things in their universe that would make sense on a story-based level, like the fact that April's fighting alone. They said in the video, yeah, you can assume that with her being with the Turtles for a while, she's going to pick up a few moves. So in that universe, that's how it happened. I don't know. If they never address it in the games, it's cool that we have these videos to go back to for lore details like that. It's very nice. Again, didn't have to do it, but super glad you did. Another thing, going back to the whole security thing and the complete comfort in this being a masterpiece, I feel like I have to address the fact that some of these people have worked on TMNT games of the past. All of them have worked on a game like it, and some have just gone back and played some of the old ones specifically before going into this just to get in that vibe and that headspace, and once again, pick apart aspects of those previous games and bring them to today, innovate them, and make this a Turtles experience like no other. Listen, I haven't gotten my hands on the game. I haven't played a single bit of it. All I've seen are these videos that they drop about it, and every single one is getting me hyped. I have full faith, okay? Absolute faith that this is going to be a masterpiece, something that all TMNT fans need. Not entirely sure if we deserve it or not, but we've definitely been craving one for a while. It's been quite lonely and quiet in the TMNT gaming space for quite a while. I just can't stop. I basically can't stop. I talked about this game so much, maybe too much. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing it so long as they provide all of these awesome sneak peeks, even more content nuggets. I don't know what you'd call it, that content nuggets. Basically, they keep producing it. I'm gonna keep talking about it, okay? You get me? You catch my drift? This is just going to be a big celebration. Get all the friends together. They mentioned it in the video. It was built for multiplayer first, not saying you can't have a great time by yourself. You definitely can. I mentioned that just a few minutes ago, but this is meant to be experienced with a bunch of Turtles fans, so make sure you're rounding up your squad. Make sure you're asking around, hey, are you getting Shredder's Revenge? Are you getting Shredder's Revenge? I want this game to really bring the community together. TMNT fans haven't had a big event for all of us to gather together and get excited about in a long time. I think the last thing was like Batman versus TMNT. I mean, in a form outside of comic books, obviously, because The Last Ronin slapped. I mentioned it a billion times. TMNT is a franchise that you can do a lot with. It excels in so many different areas, different mediums, and we haven't seen it played around with much outside of comics the last few years, especially after Rise got the axe. So these next few years, I really think the brand is going to be pumping out some really good stuff, and the first step in that whole plan, I guess, looks to be Shredder's Revenge. And if this is any indication on how the future of the brand as a whole looks, I think we are in good hands. Look at it. It's a masterpiece. Yes, I always tell people, hey, wait till you try it out. Don't get too excited, but you know what? I'm going back on my word for this one game, so please don't let me down. I know you won't. I don't have to say that. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much for all the work you put in. Okay, I'm going to try to calm down and stop freaking out for 2 seconds. What do you guys think? What did you think about the video? Have you seen this video? Surely you have. It's been out for 2 weeks, but on the off chance that you haven't, I'll make sure to leave a link to it in the comment section below, the pinned comment, and in the description box, so make sure you go and check out the original video so that you catch every single thing that they talked about within it. I probably missed a few things, some of it probably intentional because I don't want to spoil what they have to say. Like, go watch it. These are just my thoughts on what they said. Don't you want to hear what they say straight from the source? I don't know. You do you. Let me know also what console, what system, where do you plan to be playing TMNT Shredder'S Revenge? Have that discussion down below. All that good stuff. Again, it's good to be back. I have more videos lined up, so don't worry. Traditional videos should be back in gear, so keep an eye out for that. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it. That way you don't miss a single video that I post. If you ended up enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like and share it around with anyone you think may be interested. And a comment down below always goes a long way. When future games like the Cowabunga Collection and TMNT Shredder'S Revenge drops, you're going to want to make sure you're following my journey. So in order to make sure you're there for that, in advance, go ahead and subscribe to the Geekly Games YouTube channel. Claim your ticket to be the one to say I was here first. I mean, there are already a few people over there, but you could be one of the first. Yeah, just do that for me. Thanks. And as always, I've been Geekly, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cowabunga, dudes.